Third and last comic book part of today, which is, ladies, you're gonna like this one. Hugh Jackman is maybe not returning to X-Men Apocalypse. Here's the story. Okay, so as you all know, the principal photography has been completed, but the crew are heading back to Montreal, and they flew back for a few weeks of reshoots. Hugh Jackman is heading up with the crew. Now, what you may not know is until now, Fox and Jackman have not confirmed or commented about Jackman's involvement in the movie. Everyone's assuming it's Wolverine, it's Jackman, he's carried the franchise, he's going to be in it. But do you think he's going to be in it? Do you think he's going up there to maybe shoot a few scenes for his follow-up movie, which could be tied into this? Or do you think he's going to have, once again, a main role in X-Men Apocalypse? I mean, they're going up against the big bad. It doesn't get badder than Apocalypse.
It doesn't get badder. Right. The first thing is, I think he's going to be in Apocalypse, and I'll tell you why. I think the main key link to any X-Men movie we have has been Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. It's the thing that everyone looks forward to. Even when you take First Class, where he had no relevance whatsoever.
Yeah, but what a line.
Exactly.
What a line.
Yeah. PG friendly, so we won't get into it. But yeah. He had his cameo.
Yeah.
You just need that link of... It's like in the Marvel Universe, people look forward to Stan Lee. And you look forward to Stan Lee, you say X-Men, you look forward to Wolverine. And that's just the way it is. So I think you've completed the film and he's signed onto a contract that there's one last Wolverine left in him. And they didn't want to trouble him. And
Old man Logan.
Everyone thinks, right, we're not gonna go there. We'll just leave him for that. But then they thought, well, okay, it's not a film. That's it. I don't think we're going to have a heavy influence of Wolverine. But at the same time, everyone's going to think, looking at the whole lead up, Wolverine's been there, then the fight is about to take place and he's not there. I'm not saying which way it's going to go. I'm not going to give a potential spoiler and say, oh, maybe he's been neutralized or some stupidness. But it's Apocalypse. We all know Wolverine to be the top dog. We can't have that fight without him.
Okay. Everything you've said is true, but it starts and stops with X-Men Days of Future Past. Disclaimer, I hate that movie. And I'm not a DC fanboy, I'm not a Marvel fanboy. I like comic book movies. I hate that movie. Oh yeah, it was such a great way of merging the old characters with the new. Yes, agreed. What was Wolverine's role in that movie? Deliver a message to Professor Xavier of the past. What did he do from then on? He was non-existent. So what I'm worried about with Apocalypse is, hate on me if you want, comment below, call me every name under the sun. I hate that movie, deal with it. The fact is that he was there just for the sake of being there in X-Men Days of Future Past. If you doubt it, honestly, watch it again, guys. From the moment young Xavier, gets the message from him. Okay, I think he mentions that he knows a guy and introduces them to Quicksilver. Beyond that, look at what he does. He has no function within the movie. Zero. The final fight, he gets wrapped around in iron bars and cement.
Spoiler alert.
Okay, guys, if you haven't seen it by now, you shouldn't be watching. All right. But sorry for the spoilers. Look, he was useless, all but useless, other than the message and introducing Quicksilver, who we loved, but he didn't serve any purpose there. Now, I think it's actually a missed opportunity if that's how they're going to use him in Apocalypse. Again, we don't know. But correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't he in one of the variations of Apocalypse? Wasn't he one of the Four Horsemen?
Yes.
See, what I think they could have done is if they'd used him as a horseman of the apocalypse, which we know it's not happening. That we know is not happening. We've got our Four Horsemen. It's what? Magneto, Psylocke, Storm, and I'm blanking. But we've got our Four Horsemen. I think if they'd done a story where Wolverine became one of the Four Horsemen, it would have been out of left field, turning the main character into a bad, and then the last movie would have him dealing with the consequences of him being one of the Four Horsemen. I think it's a missed opportunity. I'm looking forward to Apocalypse, even though he looks like something from out of Power Rangers. Have you seen the images?
I have.
He looks like Ivan Ooze. If you know who Ivan Ooze is, we can be friends.
Thumbs up to you. Yeah, you're from our gen. Yeah. Okay. I think what you said is perfect. We can't go too long on this, but that is perfect. I think though what they're doing is the fact that we have to get used to a world where
without Logan.
Yeah. There is going to be a Jackman-less X-Men coming soon, and the torch has to be passed on, and that's kind of what you've done. Yes, there are arguments to his use. It's a really good point that I hadn't probably not looked at before. But I think he was in there enough. And now, looking at this one with Apocalypse, okay, he's not one of the Horsemen. But there are stuff that I don't know which way it can go, but I think a cameo used just enough, he will be the guy that he's always been.
All right, I'm going to ask you guys, just before we move on, I'm going to ask you and you guys one question now. Dream casting for the new Wolverine. Comment below. 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I can't, no, I'm blanking. I needed more time. I need more time.
Can I throw out mine? Okay, I'm getting prepared for the... Look, the fact of the matter is, before I throw this out, we got to keep this short, but the fact of the matter is, whenever you recast a major role, be it Obi-Wan Kenobi, be it James Bond, be it Superman, be it the Joker, all right? There's always going to be people who are on one side of the fence, and most people are going to be on the other saying, no, how dare you, this is terrible, blah, blah, blah. Hear me, Zac Efron. Not because I'm trying to be a hipster, not because I'm trying to be funny. Yeah, his last movie, We Are Your Friends, was embarrassment. I don't know why he did that. That young boy has come a long way since 17 again. He can act. Watch this space. That boy can act. And I just picture him with that little hair he's got. I mean, yeah, Hollywood. You can make anyone look like anyone. It doesn't have to be because he fits the role. But he's at that right age where he could join the first class crew. He's young. He's toned. Like, he's got the body to join.
I hear you.
And I don't think the role is above Zac Efron. You're going to hate me for this. Go ahead and comment. But
hey, there's a whole high school fans out there who will.
Yeah, but it's not for that reason.
No.
It's not for that reason, although there's that too.
Zac Efron is a decent actor, a good actor. I take back decent.
And he'll grow.
Actor.
He'll grow.
He will grow.
If Channing Tatum can be Gambit, Zac Efron can be Wolverine. As far
My
as I'm
argument
concerned.
is this: is the age. Right, we are accustomed to the fact that Wolverine is a senior member to the X-Men.
No, but we got to get unaccustomed to that. You don't have a Wolverine. We got to move on to the next thing. Unless you got a Wolverine.
I haven't got a Wolverine, but I think he's too young. That's the only point I'll put. All right, decent actor, but too young.
Guys, what do you think? Are you excited about X-Men Apocalypse? Do you want to see Hugh Jackman in the new Wolverine? What do you think his last Wolverine story is going to be? And big one, who do you think that the new Wolverine should be once Jackman finally retires the claws? All right.
Okay, guys, if you enjoyed what you've just seen and would like to see our main show, which takes place every Monday, click right here.
That's right, guys. And if you like the Silver Screen Dudes, make sure to subscribe to us right here. See you guys.